Good morning, y'all. It is a frosty 5 degrees here in the panhandle of Texas. My name's Angel. I'm your goat soaper and the owner and operator of Acres of Hope Farms here in our lovely panhandle of Texas. And there's been a lot going on these last few days. So there's been a lot going on this last few days. It has been exceptionally cold, of course. We had a very large Arctic front push through, and at the same time I was redoing our goat area, which I will show you here in just a minute. Okay, so pigs are doing great. But I wanted to show you goat land that I redid, because if you'll remember, it was all pallets. And so I got cattle fence, and now they can see each other, and they've got a fun little shelter there. And it's hey bud. And it's door proof, so Thor can't actually jump over and into the girls' yard unless I want him to be with the girls. So that's fun. So let me feed these guys. So all of this kind of got me thinking, you know, why am I willing to come out here in single digit weather, whether the sun is shining or it's cloudy, or if it's snowing or raining? Why would I do this on top of doing my full-time job, which I do have a full-time job outside of this, and at the same time attempt to start up a soap and candle business, all while, you know, trying to take care of my wife and my kids. Yeah, it's more than a lot of people would do. So I guess that's what this video is really all about, is understanding your why. So let's go inside and figure that out, because it's cold. So why do I do this? And why should you do it? I mean, it's hard work to not only start a business, but it's hard work to start a homestead. And I think that a lot of people don't really think about that. They think about the big dream and, you know, just owning the land and having the animals and growing your crops, you know, your veggies or whatever you're growing, and that's the homestead dream, right? But some people don't think about, like, hey, every day, no matter what, you're outside because animals still gotta get fed and watered, and you still gotta tend to your plants, and you know, maybe not so much right now during the winter time, but you're still out there with the animals. So that's a thing. And you know, people think about starting a business and they're like, yeah, that's great, I want to do something, anything, right? Like, I've tried a couple of different things, like you know, this isn't my first YouTube channel. I tried a gaming channel, of all things. Like, who wants to watch me play video games? Apparently nobody. I tried, you know, well, my wife and I both did a marriage and relationship channel, and I think if we would have stuck with that, that probably would have done well, but, you know, we had a lot of stuff going on in our lives and had to put that aside, but I still had that desire to do something more. So, starting a business is challenging, and it requires support, and so I'm glad that I have my wife to help me. But why did I choose this, right? But why do I keep trying? Why do I keep wanting to do more? You know, why do I make all of these soaps over here? Why do I buy all these supplies? And you know, why do I take the time to make candle vessels and test out candle wicks and all the things before, and I haven't even started to sell the candles yet. You know, why do I do all that? Well, it's because I want to take care of my family. You know, I want to have something that is mine, right? That I can say, like, hey, I built that, and it's, you know, my legacy. You know, I want my kids to be able to look back and say, like, hey, you know, our dad, our stepdad did that for us, so that, you know, and granted my kids are older now, but it's so that they can have money when they need it when they're in college. I mean, I want to be able to not have to struggle to scrounge up some cash for them if it's an emergency and they need it while they're not here with us anymore, you know? I want my wife to continue to be able to stay home and be a housewife if that's what she wants to do. You know, right now she's going to college and doing a psychology degree. I want her to be able to continue to do that and not have to worry about doing that and having a job. I want my stepdaughter, who lives on the other side of our house, you know, to feel comfortable, you know, knowing that if her and my son-in-law need assistance with something, that we can help them, and that we can help to take care of my grandson. So, you know, that's why. Do I also love all natural products, things that are gonna, you know, make my skin feel good? Okay, yeah, I love that. I love that about our soaps. I love that I can say that I made this by hand. Every part of it. The soap itself, the label design I paid someone on Fiverr to do, but the actual label itself, okay, all of this was put together by hand, by me. And I love that. And there's something special, especially being able to say like, hey, this smells awesome and it makes your skin feel good, and all of this I did by hand for you. Okay, so I didn't do it for me. You know, it was enjoyable to do it. It's very, very cathartic, very relaxing to be able to sit up here and put stickers on and fold this on there and put it together. I mean, it's a process. Put some music on, let it roll, right? But I didn't do it because I needed time to relax and get away from everything. I did it because I want you guys to have the experience of knowing that all of this was made by hand for you, right? Because I'm here to serve you. And that's even in my regular job right now. That's my job, is I am here to serve you as a nurse, right? I'm serving you by giving you your medications and teaching you and all these things. Well, here with this, I'm serving you because I'm working to make sure that these are formulated well, and to make sure that your skin is going to feel awesome, and to make sure that you know that you know what the ingredients are, that you can read the ingredients and know like, this is a good soap. Okay, nothing on here that you can't pronounce. The other part of this that's faith-based is that, you know, the Bible teaches us that, you know, we use our talents, and, you know, God will continue to provide, and, you know, a worker is worth his wages, and, you know, if you don't work, you don't eat. There's a lot of things in the Bible that teach us about how to live our lives on this side, right? Like on the working side. So, you know, it's being able to put some of my faith practice into this, right? Like, even if you're not a believer, right? Like, maybe it sounds weird, but maybe it doesn't for those of you who feel the same way about it as I do, right? Yeah, I pray over all of these soaps, right? I pray over the soaps, and I pray that the people that buy them are blessed by them, and that it makes them, you know, makes them feel good and brings some joy into their lives, right? And so that's, you know, that's why, right? But for you, your why might be different from mine, right? Like, you may just want to start a business to have some side income. I want this to be a replacement income, not just the soaps and the candles, but also part of the whole homesteading thing. Like, the goats that are out there, I love those goats, and those pigs and the chickens are, all right, they're my wife's favorite. So, but I want to be able to grow my herd of goats so that you know, I can have quality animals that will provide good milk for other families, or even, you know, people who want to. I want to expand into some meat goats at some point. You know, maybe some point we'll move off of this property onto a bigger property that would be able to support it, you know. So it's also a way for me to be able to share my faith, because, you know, here we called our farm Acres of Hope. Our soap is called Hope Soaps. Our candles are going to be Serenity Scents. I mean, hope, peace, and joy, that's the message of the gospel, right? And so this is a way for us to be able to do that too. Ultimately, okay, so these dogs, they're driving me bananas. Anyway, So if you're going to start a business of any kind, whether it's homesteading and raising animals or crops or, you know, starting a soap business or whatever kind of business that you're planning on starting, you need to understand your why. And it needs to be more than just something superficial, right? Because I want more money, okay? Because if your why isn't strong enough, then it's not going to work, right? It's not going to keep driving you when things are going tough at the very beginning, right? Like, it needs to be something down deep. So figure out what your why is, and, you know, let me know down in the comments, like, why do you want to start a business? Why do you want to start a YouTube channel? Why do you want to start a homestead, right? Because if it's just a hobby, great. If you're doing it for a monetary gain of some sort, you better find a good deep reason to want to push through when things get tough, because they will get tough. So, alright guys, well, I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one, and make sure that y'all check out this other video that YouTube thinks that you'll really enjoy. God bless, guys.